Good morning. It is 9:45 in the morning. We are on the outskirts of Cedar Ridge, leaving Cedar Ridge. I just drove through it. Just finished driving over the top of Grand Mesa. Beautiful morning. Uh-oh, a rock shop. I didn't know that. I may have to stop and take a look at that. Okay, about 70, so about 179. I need to be okay. So we're heading down towards the Canyonlands, down towards Highway 50. But I'm going to do some detours. This is a back road drive, pretty much all the way into Montrose if I don't get lost. Even if I do get lost, it will still be a back road drive. But I think I'm in pretty good shape. I think I've got the information that I need. I've looked at the roads that I want to go on several times now. In Google Earth and on Google Maps. But my goal today is to make it as close as I can from here to Montrose without getting on a big highway. When I get down into Montrose, I'm going to have to get on Highway 50 for a couple of miles. So, not a big deal. I'll do what I got to do. But I just want to hit the back roads down here because they're so interesting to me. If they're interesting to you, then stay tuned. I have a story I think is quite interesting. Well, to do with this channel, and also I have other people in my family that are doing YouTube videos. So I've done YouTube videos probably longer than the rest of the people in my family. And my first channel was a popular channel for a very short while. In late summer of 2019, YouTube shut that channel down. That was a channel where I built things. I never talked about politics. I have no idea what that thing is, but it's very cool. I mean, it's a generator, but it's very neat. So, I've had a channel that made a lot of money in the past, but I'm a white guy, and I think what YouTube didn't like at that time was that I was showing people how to be independent and do things for themselves on my channel. In a pretty rough, crude way. I mean, not much of a... 76, okay. Yeah. I'm looking for a road called Austin Road. And when I find it, I don't know how happy I'll be. Anyway, so I've had a YouTube channel since, it was like 2018, I guess, when I started it. Maybe 2017. Maybe even as far back as 2016. It was quite a while back. YouTube throttled it. I was absolutely not political. I'm just a white guy. They throttled it anyway. I went from 10,000 views to less than 100 a day. I was making money, shut that tap off, like, you know, just shut it off. And anyway, a very crappy thing for them to do. Like I said, I was absolutely not political, one little bit. Stayed away from the subject. I still got shut down. I will make the point that that made me a bitter person when it comes to YouTube. When they shut me down, I had just bought a new camera and a new computer so that I could try to be a better cinematographer and, you know, and editing, to do my editing better, because my videos were really rough. But people still watched them and liked them. They were beat, like, I mean, just beat to hell. Austin Road. No. Maybe that's Austin Road. That could have been Austin Road. 78. We'll see. So anyway, that channel, I still put stuff on it. The latest video I put out was like, I think a month ago, and it's only got 40 views. It's, you know, they're still pushing me down. They're mad at me. Not only, but the last video that I put out for this channel, I put out last week, and it has over, like, a touch over 50 views. That's it. That is not natural. That is YouTube censoring my channel. Now I'm actually talking about politics. So now they're censoring me for a reason. At least they're censoring me for a reason. You know, they weren't even doing that back in 2019. Well, they had a reason. Thanks to you. Austin Road. I'll find you, Mr. Grande. If it's not marked well, I'll probably have to double back. No big deal. Once I know where it's at, I'll have it. So, both of my channels are shut down. My sister's channel has never got a lot of views, but occasionally one of her videos will get a lot of views. It's cool. I have another sister who's doing, like, the most, I would never have expected her to do this, but she's rebuilding accordions, rebuilding an old accordion, almost 100-year-old accordion, and she's also online. Let's see. Online, she is learning to play the accordion. Online, she is sitting in front of her camera, learning how finger position and everything, and she's an amateur at it. And she's getting some pretty good views. And I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't end up getting more views. There's my road. Go here. Just go over here. I did find Austin Road. Yay. So, we're doing good. Austin Road. 45. But the last I looked, she's catching up with me, and catching up with Sue, as far as views. Now Sue talks about politics also, but not nearly as much as I do. I've kind of made it, I mean, grudgingly, I guess I've made it a, well, my opinion is if I'm going to talk about something, I should talk about something important. I should try to be, you know, try to do something in this world, in this respect, even if YouTube hates it, but they hate it because it's actually a good thing to do for our country. YouTube's not interested in what's good for our country. YouTube's interested in what's good for communism. So we have a bit of an ideology gap going on, and that's why they censor me. They're the big guys censoring me. $2,200. So I could have probably $2,100. I could have probably turned that road and got down here. I passed a 2,100 road there. Okay. Good to know. I think that's where I'm actually going to 2,100 road. No, I'm going to 2,200 road. Okay. But I'll end up on 2,100 road down here. Now, my oldest sister is absolutely not talking about politics whatsoever. But if she did, she would get a nod from YouTube. They wouldn't knock her down like they're doing my channel or Sue's channel. I guess the thing that bugs me about this when I bring it back up, it's ancient history really. But what I remember is that when they first started censoring me, I was absolutely not political. Not one bit. The closest thing I ever came to politics on that channel back then was one day I was measuring, I think I was building a guitar and measuring, and I was building a guitar. I was looking at the plans of the guitar. The plans of the guitar there were two different sets of measurements. There were metric measurements and standard measurements, you know, imperial measurements, if you want to call it that. And I was annoyed because I don't have many metric measuring tools. And I commented on that. And a couple people commented on that too, you know, on the chat. That's back when I was getting several thousand views. Some of those videos are still out there on my Old Town channel and still getting viewed. Weirdly enough. It's like once you break past a certain point, it's like they can't keep the lid on your channel anymore. It seems like they got to keep it simmering. They can't let it boil, or you know, they lose and you win. You being the creator. This is a neat little spot right here. I think this is actually the town of Austin. I think that's what we're seeing. Very neat. And I believe this big highway here will take us over to Paonia. We're crossing a big highway. We're going to be on back roads for a long while here. Yeah, Highway 92. I don't get down this highway often. So, 1, 2, oh, okay. Now I'm going to run this road down to F Road. Now we're down into the rural area that I wanted to see. It's basically bottomland, but a lot of it is really clay, really some nasty soil, hard to farm in. You'll see some of that. It's very interesting geologically. And I think this is a Gunnison River right here. We just went over. And that damn machine needs to be shut down. If it would play a different tune, I'd be happier. But it appears like it doesn't want to. No. Oh well. So anyway, I think that my oldest sister's channel is going to surpass both my channels, both of them, and Sue's channel, because me and Sue are not on the right side of politics as far as YouTube is concerned. Now, I'm not saying that my oldest sister is on the quote-unquote right side of politics, but I'm not saying she's not. I think I can say this: she's not an insane leftist. I think I can go that far. But she's not certainly doesn't agree with a lot that Sue or me agree to. 2200, or am I going here? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Good. I'm getting some tracking information from my Google Maps, which is verifying what's going on. So now we're getting into some of this really interesting clay-ish stuff. It's actually kind of cool here too. Cool old building. Oh, that looked like hand-done concrete, that old building where a lot of rocks have been pushed into the wall. How did they do that? Unless they built it up after the fact. Oh, this is lovely. To you guys, it probably doesn't mean much, but to me, it's kind of cool because it's just the thought that our family could have been on this road, probably were at one point, doing what we typically would do. Us kids would be fighting. Or we could be getting along too, but there was always activity going on, big family, 5 kids. And mom and dad navigating, and mom also passing out food and whatever. They had a pretty good routine worked out, and they took us to a lot of places. And I'm real thankful that they did. They were great parents, and I certainly miss them. Okay. So here we are on F Road. Going west right now. This is roughly north and south, east and west, the way these roads are set up. Not completely, but our next road is 21 Road. I think it's 21 Road. We're on 22. So it's a mile over, and that's kind of this big grid system that they have out here. The mesa is beautiful. Wow, there's like a trailer graveyard here, like a mobile home graveyard. Looks like they must tear them up here. And RVs and mobile homes. Interesting. Well, they got to go somewhere. You think? I think. This could be my road. 2100. Yeah. That's my road. 21. Yeah, we're going to go down this for quite a ways. So what I've done by taking these back roads is I've bypassed Delta, which is over to our west. It kind of curves around. I mean, the road is really curvy. It's not a good way to go. Speed-wise, I mean, you can go pretty fast on Highway 50, but Highway 50 it's I don't know, not that impressed with it. But I like the back roads. I like being where if I was here, it was so long ago I don't remember it. And seeing the things that are out here, I mean, it's cool to see what's out here. Even if the things that I see aren't cool, it's still interesting to know that they exist out here. And I love this. I mean, it's great because it's quiet and peaceful. So I'm going to go on the D road. Let's just E road. Go E road. F road I turn. But I think I go straight here. I don't have a. This is a little jog there. I think I'm still good on this road. Because I've done my 2100. Road work ahead, one lane road ahead. Okay, I think we can navigate this. Yeah, that actually does that. That's good to see. good. My maps are telling me that I'm good. That's a good deal. So I've been watching a channel, a guy, a real estate agent in Las Vegas, who he's putting his channel out on YouTube, and he's got a lot of views. He's really an interesting guy. He's talking about the housing market and how messed up it is right now, and he's using houses in Las Vegas as examples. What's that guy's name? I can't think of the channel name. Again, if you're one of the few that are lucky enough to be able to see my channel, and you're interested in anything that I'm talking about, just comment. I'll let you know. But he'll talk about the economy and how messed up it is. Then he might even run a couple clips about people saying how good the economy is. Liars, by the way, media liars. But then he'll say, yeah, well, here's what's really happening. And he'll show what's going on. It's kind of shocking that in 1980, if you had an income of like $2,300, of $23,000 a year, I'm sorry, you could afford and you would qualify to, no, that's not right. Yeah. You could qualify to buy a nice house. And the house, the median house price was $83,000 back in 1980. So he says, oh yeah, this is Ryan Road. It's doing what it's doing. Anyway, today, for you to buy an average house, like the median house, right, you have to make $84,000 a year. And the median price is about, what is it, 600, I think it's right at $600,000. So that is, I mean, it's really sad that that's happened in our society. And he shows that not only that, but the people in Vegas, when they are putting their houses on the market, now he says he picks extreme examples. That he'll pick a real high-end house, that is sort of a middle-of-the-road house, and then sort of an affordable kind of house. Boy, I really, that person get ahead of me some. The one thing I don't like about dirt roads is the dirt. I'm not in a rush. I'm doing really good for time. 5,348 feet here, by the way. This road could use some magnesium chloride. Or blacktop. There we go. Beautiful. Notice how the weather is moving in too. Yeah, I'm going to be lucky to get out of the rain today if I do, but I could, because I won't be long in Montrose, and I'll be turned around and heading back home. Anyway, I do like that guy's channel. It's really shocking to see what's happened in the last few years, even with housing prices. We have an administration that is actually just criminal. I mean, they're criminal. They're a bunch of liars. And they have the press lie to the public every day about how good, quote unquote, good the economy is, about how, quote unquote, great Biden is, quote unquote. And anybody that's paying even the slightest bit of attention knows this. I saw a clip over the weekend, a couple times I saw this clip, that was, I think, done by CNN. It was a panel of people. And there was a guy saying, well, are you guys better off under Trump or Biden? And these are all Democrats that voted for Biden, right? I didn't realize people actually did vote for Biden, but apparently that's the case. Anyway, don't know that incarnation, not over incarnation. I was. Need to go to 6,000 road, 789. 789. I believe there were 7 people on the panel, and the the media, the moderator or whatever. Every question that he asked about the economy, all these Democrats that had voted for Biden said, no, Trump's economy was better. And they say, well, what do you think about Biden says this because of this or that? And the same answer, no, that's bullcrap. You know, Biden is gaslighting us. These are Democrats talking about what Biden has done. They're pissed off at Biden because he's a liar. Democrats. Now, obviously they're not hardened Democrats. They're not like Nancy Pelosi's or Mike Johnson type Democrats. Yes, I know Mike Johnson is supposed to be a Republican, but look at the way he votes. And I don't buy that he actually thinks that the bill that he put out talked about with Donald Trump. I don't think he thinks that bill is ever going to see the light of day. That bill, by the way, being illegal aliens can't vote. Well, already we know illegal aliens can't vote. Why are they making a bill saying something like that? Oh, that's right, because the Democrats are breaking whatever law they have to break, throwing people in prison if that helps them, the J6 crowd, creating a narrative that's wrong, but they have no conscience. They have absolutely no conscience, man. Anyway, so this panel is absolutely, positively fed up with Biden. Democrats, they're going to vote for Trump, every one of them. And it wasn't like they were, dang it, I hate to have to vote for this guy. It wasn't that. It was like, I'm voting for Trump. You know, one guy said, look at my 401k, it's really crap. Well, apparently, Joe Biden had made the remark, oh, people with 401ks don't have to worry about this stuff. Like, if you have a 401k, you're wealthy. But that's not how it is. I mean, the Biden actually says something like that, which is a weird thing to say when David, let's see here, what are you doing here? David Road? Okay, that could be, I think we're in Olathe. County line 6,000 road. David, so we're going to turn here. Okay. Yeah, I think that we need to do this. If not, I think Olathe is right over there. I don't know, though. Now, I think the next road I need is going to be 6075 road. Yeah, that would make sense. We're on 6,000 road. But that doesn't mean I'm where I need to be. 6075 would put that road pretty much right there. Well, I'll go a little ways up here and look. It should be just right. Right up here. I may be turning around. 6050. No, I think we're good. 6054. This might be it right here. All right. 6075. What I didn't know was that the road we were on was called David Road. I had it a number, not a road. So we're still going south. Back to going south. This is going to be a little tricky. This goes straight in until it intersects the highway, but then it runs down the highway on one side or the other. There's a spot where it actually crosses over. Oh well, we'll see what kind of a hassle it is to get across that road. Now my estimates of the distance here, the shortest estimates that I got, and I ran these a few times just to see if, just to make sure. The shortest estimate I got from Craig to Montrose on the back road, and for that matter, going around Junction, was 204 miles. It was the same distance. It's just that on this particular road, slower speed and pretty old Falcon. Nice. More curvy, slower speeds, things like that. But that was an interesting story to see a panel of Democrats excuse me, I guess you could say throwing Joe Biden under the bus. And it was a CNN, I believe it was a CNN, yeah, it was a CNN video. Yeah, I want to step on that little machine to break it. But I also am trying to get to my, to my workout here in Montrose in time, understanding that the weather is falling apart minute by minute. You can see it getting worse. So I have reason to want to get turned around, and especially going back over Grand Mesa. I like to be within the hour. I'd like to be back on this road, heading back up, getting on Grand Mesa. And we're getting ready to... Oh, there's a highway right there. So I might just pop out onto Highway 50 as soon as we hit it. I don't mind being on Highway 50 for a few miles. I mean, I've enjoyed the back road. It's been fun. It's been interesting. Let's see where or how. Oh yeah, we've got an intersection here. This is a good one because I've got a way to get across one set of lanes here. This is kind of a busy road. I can get across one set of lanes and then set. Okay. Good, good, good. I do have one more section of back roads to catch. Once we get down to the first light here in Montrose, I'll do another little back road adventure excursion. This is Tombstone. So, okay. We're actually up on a mesa. I'm trying to remember where we're at in case I want to try to turn and catch that road again. Tombstone was the exit south of the exit or of the entrance that I just took. Okay. When I lived in Montrose, back in the late 60s, I think, early 70s, this was a sleepy little town. This was a 2-lane highway, not a 4-lane highway. And there were really cool, it was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed coming into Montrose as a little kid. We went by an airport. It was really neat to see. Went by an Army surplus store, which we stopped at a lot of the time because they also sell clothes. You know, when you got 5 kids, you're buying clothes. You know? That's all changed. I mean, this has really grown up. And Montrose is a really busy little town. I kind of detest going through the downtown area. It reminds me a lot of going down through Steamboat. It's just not something that I want to do. So I am going to drive around the main town rather than through it. There you go. That should be my, I believe that's the road I want. I think that's LaSalle. And I want to turn there. So. Is this LaSalle? Yes, it is. I don't want to follow these people in. I do, however, want to turn here. Yielding for the train. I yield for trains. Surprisingly enough. Now the next road that I want to find is called Marine Road. I believe it's called Marine Road because it sort of kind of follows a river a little bit. I think that's not the river, that's a canal. Maybe the same difference. I believe way up there where I just saw a pickup turn, you might have seen that too, is Marine Road. That does look right. Kind of a nice looking trailer park here, or I guess that's what you call those. Trailer park. Okay. So I'm just bypassing downtown. I'm skirting it. It's not that far away, but I'm just not, I just don't want to get into the tangled mess that I've seen in Montrose. Truly, it's as bad as Steamboat. I also skirt around Steamboat. I don't want to be in that environment. If I don't have to be, I'm not. I don't want to be in it. I much prefer a little road like this. It may be a few extra miles, but it's not bad. I mean, I own 206 miles. We are in Montrose, so the 204-mile estimate was right. I do, however, have to go all the way down to the southern, all the way through Montrose down to the southern side of it to get where I'm needing to go. Whether I would go through town or whether I go this way, this probably adds maybe a mile or two. So it's not much at all. I don't remember being on this road as a kid, though. Well, I remember being down at the bottom of the road because there's a Ute Indian Museum at the very bottom of, well, not this road, but Chipeta Road, which we'll be getting on here in a little bit. There's a beautiful old house there. I'm not sure what the speed is here. But the person behind me is not catching up to me, and the person in front of me is, I'm not catching up to him, so I must be going about right. Mid-40s. Pretty. See the Sunlit Mountains there on the back? The Sunlit Highlands. That's what we're all searching for right now in today's troubled political climate. We want to get up to the Sunlit Highlands, or the Sunlit Uplands, whatever you want to call it. Nice fence. Did you see that? Maybe not. Very custom. fence across a property. Oh, that's right. Note to self: buy hammer, break little machine making noise. Yeah, I gotta remember to do that. I will be glad to get rid of that little noisemaker. Shut it down, really. View Spring Creek Road, 90. Yeah. I try to make sure that I see if there's a place name and a number, that I've got them both, but I missed that one up by Olathe, David Road, which was actually 789. Strangely enough, County Road 789. Yeah, Colorado Highway 90, that's where we need to go. Then we'll shoot back in towards Montrose a little bit. Like I said, we're in Montrose. We're in the town proper. We're just on the edges of it. But we'll make obviously going to make a left here, and then we'll make a right about 3/4 of a mile or so, and be on Chipeta Road, and we'll follow that one all the way down to Highway 50. And believe me, much more pleasant, much more relaxed. And it's telling to me that there's this much traffic over here on this little outrider kind of a road. But it was the same thing when I was here a couple weeks ago. There were quite a few people on this road, and when I got back onto 50 on the south side of Montrose, there were a bunch of people. It was really crowded. Not as crowded as it was last year in the summertime, when maybe 20% of the traffic were gigantic long trailers, you know, camper people vacationing, you know. I don't blame them. It's beautiful down here. This is a neat area. The mountains are everything is really cool here. This is what I want. Yep, Chipeta. All right. By the way, Montrose is at 5,800 feet. I didn't realize Montrose was up over a mile high. It's a lot warmer here than it is in Craig. So the weather patterns are different. We are further south. I'm just making mental notes. I want to make sure that I catch the proper road. Oak Grove, huh? Now, the Uncompahgre River, which I talked about sometime today, is down in that valley to our right. The Gunnison is over to our left. That's really pretty cool. I believe that's the case. I need to look at a map and verify that, but I think that's right. Because we have two big rivers coming down this valley. Hey, there's that machine again. Okay, there's the speed. 5. When I was a little guy, went with my dad and one of his friends. They were taking some, was it cows or horses, up to the Dallas Divide, which is south of here, sort of where these mountains are you're seeing. It's between here and Ouray. No, I think Dallas Divide is actually between, I think you turn off and head towards Telluride. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's basically a little pass. It was a ski area at one time, a little ski area. It might be a bigger ski area, I really don't know now. But I went with one of Dad's friends and a daughter, girl roughly my age, and when we got there, I was poking around. I mean, you know, kid, I found like $5 or $6 wrapped up. Somebody had lost during the winter. Now, that's a lot of money. I mean, for a little kid, that's what, $5 or $6 back in, I would say probably 71. Is probably like about $25 or $30 nowadays. It's a lot of money. I found some, you know, I bought candy with it, of course, because I was a discriminating consumer at that point in time. I knew what I wanted. The girl that was with me wanted me to split it with her. I was like, hell no. I might have bought her some candy though, but I wasn't going to split it with her. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, here we are at the intersection. There's a Indian Museum. And here we are at the intersection of 550 now, okay. I didn't realize they called it 550 at this point, but I guess they do. It's about a mile to my destination. But if I could find a gas station handy, I'll go ahead and gas up right now before it gets really bad and nasty weather. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, I am seeing that though. Let's just do that. Yielding, okay. Might be yielding. Good. Now we're looking here. I think this looks wonderful. So I'm going to stop here. All right, y'all. I got work to do. I shall do it. I'll be back. Take care. See you later.